Living at the foot of the Rocky Mountains provides us an opportunity for many physical activities. Downhill skiing is one of those activities which is very challenging and fulfilling for many of us. Here in the Colorado Springs area, the visually impaired have the opportunity to participate in a thrilling sport of skiing through the Colorado Ski School for the Blind, a program designed to develop relationships between the sighted and the visually impaired through the activity of skiing. In the next few minutes, you're going to have the opportunity to see what the Colorado Ski School for the Blind is all about. The skiers and the guides and the volunteers already know that skiing is believing.
The Colorado Springs Community-Based Ski School for the Blind has been active since the late 1980s. The program's mission is simple: empower the visually impaired to pursue the great sport of downhill skiing, while at the same time providing the opportunity for the development of lasting friendships for the skiers, guides, and volunteers.
The biggest benefit for me is not necessarily the skiing. The biggest benefit for me is all the other folks that are in the program that have the same challenges that I have, and just that community spirit, the camaraderie between us is what I keep coming back for. Skiing to me is a side benefit. It's supposed to be what it's all about, but it's a side benefit for me.
One of the things I like most about the program is that it's run by committees of individuals who are all trying to share for a common goal. That it's not one person who's heading it up and making all the decisions. We all work together to come up with the best approach for each skier and each guide, and make it comfortable and safe, and make a lot of friendships through the program too. And I think it's very worthwhile for anyone to invest time in it.
Families with visually impaired members are able to participate in a family activity through the CSSB program. Here's a father who's grateful for the program and proud of his children's participation.
This ski club has been a godsend for me and for other parents like myself. These girls are getting so much out of this and building up their confidence and as a social activity. And I'm really proud of them. And I'm particularly proud of the daughter who doesn't have this handicap, but who donates her time as a guide.
Every skier and every guide has their own favorite memory of the Colorado Ski School for the Blind.
I think every time I go skiing is a great memory, because this is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me and a lot of other people.
One of my sweetest memories was a little boy who was skiing down. His father dropped him off to just have us take care of him for the day. And he was skiing down the mountain, and his father looked up and he said, "Is that my boy?" And we were like, "Yeah, that's your son." And he just went up and grabbed him off of his skis and said, "That's my boy."
When I moved back to Colorado a couple years ago, my sister introduced me to the Colorado Ski School for the Blind, and so I was able to resume a sport that I thought I had to give up for the rest of my life. So it's been a real treat for me to be able to ski again.
Well, when I first heard about the program, my vision was deteriorating to the point where I was feeling that I was giving up most everything that was important to me, and I was ready to just sit on the couch and wait for old age. So it was the thing in my life that turned the corner for me into becoming active and independent and responsible for advocating for myself as a visually impaired person and for accepting my disability. Before this happened to me, I was an expert at hiding the fact that I couldn't see very well. And the first time I came out skiing, I had to put on the bib that says "blind skier" in huge letters, and that was a very difficult thing for me to do. But it was significant because it was the first step in accepting my impairment and learning to deal with it and getting support from other people in the organization.
And for those of you who think visually impaired skiers only have one speed. Of course, CSSB wouldn't exist without the guides who volunteer their time and talent. The responsibility of guiding a visually impaired skier up and down the mountain seems intimidating at first, but after extensive off-hill and on-hill training, a guide may find themselves having the time of their life.
For one, just being involved in this program in any capacity is just a wonderful privilege. But as a guide, I think the best thing of all is the people you have a chance to spend time with. I mean, you have to just realize that any visually impaired person who's willing to put on skis is somebody who has courage, a good sense of humor, and it's just really a privilege to have an opportunity to spend time with that. I'll be really honest, when I got involved with the program, I really thought I was doing some other people a favor. And I really found out over time that that wasn't the case at all.
I just want to say thanks to my guide, Dan Herod. This doesn't happen in a vacuum. And also that, thank all the guides over the years. And I think there was a time when people thought I'd never make it.
The most fun you'd ever have on two skis are the benefits of being a guide.
Basically, it's the ultimate in skiing. I've taught people to ski for years and years and years. I ran a ski school. I've been a member and officer of ski clubs, and it's been great fun, but to ski for me and somebody else, so far it can't be beat.
The Benefit Race Weekend is exciting for participants and supporters. Sponsored by the Colorado Springs Snow Jets as a fundraiser for the Colorado Ski School for the Blind, Colorado Springs Community Program. Held each March on Monarch Mountain, visually impaired skiers compete against the clock on a fun course and the official NASTAR race course. The sighted division of the benefit race is a thrilling competition between teams sponsored by local corporations, organizations, and individuals from the Colorado Springs community. The weekend concludes with a spirited awards ceremony celebrating both the race performances and the amount of money raised for the CSSB program. In closing, the skiers, guides, and volunteers would like to thank the corporations and individuals who make the Colorado Springs chapter of CSSB a reality. Indeed, skiing is believing.
What's neat about it is at the end of the day, when they have a smile on their face, it makes it all worthwhile.
To get involved as a skier, guide, or sponsor, write CSSB, Post Office Box 7914, Colorado Springs, Colorado, zip code 80933, or call area code 719-570-8957.